can't commit to just one goal? Do you ditch new hobbies the minute they get boring or hard? Being unable to focus may seem like failure, but what if it didn't have to? Developers use version control to freely modify code whenever they want. Nothing erased, no progress lost. You can implement the same system for your goals. Version control lets you change paths often, start fresh ideas, turn 180 degrees without ever truly starting over or giving up. Intrigued about how this hack could work in real life? Stick around to learn the software secret that could revolutionize your productivity, no matter how many go, pivot, or detour you take. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm excited to share a game-changing productivity hack I recently discovered. Now you may be wondering, what on earth is version control? Version control systems help programmers track changes to their code over time as they build new features, fix bugs, or try different approaches. Version control keeps a snapshot record of each iteration. This means developers have access to restore or view older version of the software if needed. And they have a changelog documenting every modification made to understand what's working versus what has failed. Now, this may sound very techy, but here's what struck me. The principles of version control provide an amazing framework for pursuing goals and self-improvement in our personal lives too. Just like codes, we are all work in progress, right? I don't know about you, but I've grown and changed tremendously in the last few years. My priorities today are different 5 years back or even 1 year ago. But without version controlling our own growth, it's far too easy to lose sight of that bigger picture. We forget how much progress we've already made, and we lose out on learning from our past mistakes or missteps or abandoned goals. Here are three key ways I'm using version control to achieve my goals. Number one is celebrating progress. I keep an ongoing journal where I track all my mini wins, my milestones, my personal and professional wins. And this could include examples like completing your first marathon, getting AWS certification, successfully learned a programming language, successfully learned how to play chess. You keep track of these wins. And on tough days when I feel stagnant, reading this journal in itself serves like an instant mood booster. It helps me recognize how even small wins accumulate. And it just proves to me that I'm growing. I'm not where I used to be before, and I've grown over a period of time. Second point here is debug setback. Like I said in my previous video, using the debugging principle in life, of course, nobody succeeds at everything at the first attempt. Just like software bugs, setbacks are inevitable part of the growth process. So I keep a journal where I reflect on my goals, my projects, and ideas that have veered off track. For instance, tried launching a daily vlog, but gave up after 3 weeks. In fact, I've tried starting a YouTube channel, but it didn't work out. It could be other examples like having to leave a job because of bad culture fit after X amount of months. Evaluating these setbacks without self judgment helps me troubleshoot what went wrong. And it helps me make tweaks to avoid repeating similar mistakes. The third point here is your rollback plan. I always have a rollback plan. So anytime I'm attempting anything ambitious or a goal I've never tried before, I always come up with a rollback plan. A rollback plan outlines easier contingency option if I need to scale back my original goal for whatsoever reason. For example, my ultimate dream could be to publish an inspirational book one day. But if that's such a challenging feat, my rollback plan could be if the book doesn't gain traction, I try launching a blog first. If blogging doesn't work, join local writers group. If the group is unhelpful, focus on writing for myself without external validation. These rollback options are still helping you achieve your initial big goal. Having a realistic fallback option makes me braver about attempting tough goals and gives me an alternate path if things veers off course. At the end of the day, the mental shift version control encourages is incredibly powerful. It trains us to view personal growth as an iterative journey rather than an all or nothing race. Just like code, we will likely go through countless small improvements before we arrive at the final working version of our best selves. And there is no use beating up ourselves over bugs in previous versions. Implementing a basic version control system pulls back the lens so we don't get bogged down by isolated setbacks. It helps us tie together the broader narrative, where we've been, where we are, and where we are headed next. So try it out for yourself. I hope you find version controlling your goals as helpful as I have. Let me know how it goes or if there are any other tips. If you've enjoyed this unique spin on managing personal growth, hit like, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more insightful content. Yes to evolving, adapting, and sometimes revisiting our past to create an amazing future. Onward and upward, one version at a time. Thank you.